Ladies that I may never meet. It depends. I personally think we should each have our own emergency money. Is he like actively hiding it, or just quietly putting some aside for savings/bills/big purchase? It's also a whole nother thing if your finances are joint versus separate. I suppose it would depend why. How we split everything if we did. And if we struggled during that time. I know I make more than him, so I have always paid a majority of our bills. I would be happy to know he had money saved. We have separate finances. I just don't see a circumstance where him having saved money is a bad thing. I think it depends. My husband and I do not mix finances. We set up an account for bills to come out of. Anything else is used how we see fit. I make more, so my share of the bills is higher. I would be upset if he lied about how much he makes so that I would be paying more. That would be unfair and would probably be a serious issue. However, if he is just saving money for whatever, that's fine and not really my business. I also have a savings account for my personal wants. If it affects me negatively in any way, like, we split household costs like groceries and utilities based on income, and he tells me his income is lower than it is, that would make me reconsider the relationship, because those are hard lies. If he has more money saved in a private account than he tells me, I think it's different. But I would still ask him why he would want to hide that from me and consider my next step from there on out. I'm financially very responsible and good at budgeting. But it might be my partner has previous bad experiences with girlfriends, or insecurity from growing up poor, or gambling parents. There might be tons of reasons to act this way. What are your quickie tricks when you're too lazy to get ready but don't want to leave the house looking like a zombie? I just focus on the eye makeup. Put on a face mask and a cap with the rest of a decent looking outfit, and that's that. I just put my hair up in a bun. Rub myself down with lotion. Throw on some eye makeup lipstick. And go. Tinted moisturizer. Eyeliner and dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is a must. And minimal makeup, boy brow gel mascara to brighten the face a little bit. Pull my hair up in a sleek high ponytail. Face brightening vitamin C cream. I have lash extensions, so no mascara, just winged eyeliner. Brow gel. A little blush. Red lipstick. Dry shampoo. Also, my husband has a concealer pen he keeps in his car I may or may not use every single morning. I don't want to put on makeup. Ladies, when are you likely to be open to your ex again after breaking up? My ex is a two-faced, lying loser, catfish, triangulating cheater, man whore, and he will never be sorry for it. He acts like nothing has ever happened and enjoys sneaking around because he doesn't have a personality other than being a bullshit artist. Honestly, men like him will get the worse if he doesn't change. May help that demonically possessed. He needs an exorcism and he needs to seek before he burns in. Open to them how? If we broke up, we're over. I don't expect anything from them in this time except to be civil if we do run into each other. I broke up with my ex and got back together with them about 6 months later. We are still dating, almost a year, but I am starting to remember why I broke up with them in the first place. I completely believe in giving people second chances, but we are long distance now and we weren't the first time we started dating. That has definitely made it harder, and I just don't think we are compatible no matter how hard I wish we were. Not in a million years. At the time when we broke up, I was open to being friends because I really didn't see the harm in it. I was wrong. He wasn't over it and was very self-destructive and eventually lashed out and harassed the out of me and my current boyfriend. So yeah. Regardless of how amicable you think your breakup is, I don't stay in touch with any of my exes for good reasons. Really depends on who the person is and why we broke up. If my current partner and I split up because, let's say, either one of us had too much on their plate, couldn't deal with a relationship and started therapy, I'd be open to starting over one day when we both are ready. If my one and only actual ex wanted me back though, there is no way. For one, because I'm taken and very happy. For two, because the reason we broke up was his problem with constant lying. I wouldn't be able to trust him. What made you walk out of a date? I've had a similar date experience, except it wasn't just that she was glued to her phone. She was also obsessed with asking me about why I don't have social media or how I could live my life without it. I do frequent Reddit and Discord, but other than that, I don't post photos. I don't exchange photos, and even though we were hanging out in person, it seemed to be a problem to her that I didn't want to take a selfie for Instagram. Not exactly walk out, but I haven't put up with his spontaneous change of plans. He wanted me to wait until he finishes some lecture that he suddenly had to attend to without thinking to move our date to some other day. We went for a super quick and awkward lunch and this was it. Date is about to start and she showed with 3 friends thinking it was cool. Ate a little. Went to the bathroom. Talked to the waiter and left. Got a lot of angry texts and I simply replied, "Oh sorry, I was late and forgot to go hang out with my friends." She was mad but asked could have at least paid for the meals. Said she didn't meal. She said meals. I laughed so hard and sent a pic of bank account and said sorry, I'm broke and can only use it in emergency, random 6 digits. I blocked and enjoyed the hilarious life moment. Took a gal to Starbucks. Bought us both a drink so we could sit and talk. About 5 minutes into it she takes a phone call from a coworker. Puts it on speakerphone and begins to savagely talk everyone the two work with. On speakerphone. In a small semi-busy Starbucks. Both parties cussing up a storm. The barista at the counter asked her to take the call off speaker as people were trying to study. They were, and she proceeds to argue with the barista about how she can't take it off speakerphone. Blah blah blah. I instantly got up and apologized to the barista on my way out of the store. Didn't message her. Didn't hear from her.